Welcome on board. Thank you for choosing Prasad Airlines for today's flight, brought to you by Jetstream Journeys. In this video, I will go over how I assembled the aircraft and presented it for my English Final Passion project. Hello aviation enthusiasts, it's Jaden. If you're new here, welcome aboard Jetstream Journeys. It's been many months this project has been in the works, but in today's video, part 3, I will be showing you how I built a 3D printed remote controlled flyable Airbus A330 replica. I will show you how I fully completed this project in this video. If you haven't seen my past video segments of how I built the A330, I recommend you check out the part 1, which is on your screen above on the right, and the part 2. Otherwise, everything from the design process, the science behind how aircraft fly, how air works, 3D printing, all the pieces and expecting some failed prints, learning how to code in C++, learn what Arduino is and different types and forms and shapes that Arduino comes in, running simulations with Arduino electronic simulation websites, and wiring everything together brings us to now, where I have to assemble all the 3D printed pieces together, put the remote controlled avionics in the aircraft, and connect everything together and hope it works. It is now May 9th, 2024, and all the pieces finally finished printing. I started by laying them out on the floor of my basement, had the laptop on the side ready with Fusion 360 running, and begun assembling each part piece by piece. I assembled the left wing, the right wing, the rear of the fuselage, and the front of the fuselage before I brought all 4 giant pieces of the airplane together. I pre-wired all the lights, motors, landing gear, and Arduino. I did this because when the plane is fully assembled after me assembling each piece by piece, it would be extremely hard for me to reach anything in the airplane except for the easy access compartments I mapped out in the design. I mapped these out for the batteries, avionics, and the diagnostics display if anything needs to be repaired, replaced, or the battery needs to be removed and charged. When I finished doing all of this work in this stage, it is now May 20th, 2024. Keep in mind, I want to complete this part sooner, but because I had to prioritize my time toward final project activities and preparation for exams, this took way longer than I expected. When it came time to assemble all 4 giant pieces of the airplane together, this was a very challenging task as I was mostly doing this alone. I used chairs, books, PLA filament rolls, and filament boxes, and whatever I could find in close proximity to me to prop the wings level and make it easier for me to assemble the plane, like the front and rear of the fuselage and each wing to the fuselage. After the assembly was complete and the wiring had been fully completed, it was time to wrap the plane and give it a nice design. It is now June 2nd, 2024, and the deadline of this project is approaching very, very fast. Faster than I anticipated. Because of exams, I had to stay up late, like 1 o'clock in the morning, on school days to work on this project. My family and I wrapped the plane in plain white, and I started creating the logo and livery that would go on the plane. I opened up my printer to show you what I'm printing for the plane. Shortly after, I added the Prasad Airlines livery to the plane, and you can probably guess why I did that. And if you couldn't guess, well, Prasad is my family name, so there's your answer. I created the livery using a text editor and a font library, and the logo I used my iPad and an app called Procreate, and I had the Apple Pencil, Apple Stylus, whatever you call it, to draw out the logo. Once the entire plane was ready along with the video that I will be presenting, I was ready to bring it into school. And at this point, I was excited to show everybody what I did for my passion project for grade 9 English. This is going to be a wild one, so buckle up. It is June 7, 2024, and it was time for me to show my classmates what I created for my final passion project. The first challenge when I was going to bring it to school was transporting it to school. Firstly, I couldn't take it on the school bus because of safety reasons. If the school bus driver had to stop or something happened on the bus for whatever reason, the plane would be an unsafe projectile and could cause bodily injury or harm. And the second reason was the airplane's too big to even fit in the bus. I probably should have said that one first. Then my next problem was when I got to school and I took everything out, it would barely fit through the doors. If I didn't tilt the plane, it would not clear the doors at all. I had to tilt the plane just a lot to get it through the doors and then get it into the school. And my last problem was because my English is at period 5, at the end of the day, I had to store the plane somewhere. And I couldn't just store it in the classroom because other students are going to use that classroom and other teachers are going to use that classroom. So I needed somewhere to put this plane in the meantime before I go present it. When it was time to go to my English class, I carried the plane up 3 floors from guidance office, brought it to my classroom, and as my classmates were walking in, just listened to the reactions.
Does it fly?
It does.
What the Sigma is that thing?
Now it's time for me to present, the moment I've been waiting for. So I'll play the video, I'll play the video and I'll come back when the video is finished. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shane Prasad. I'm a representative at Prasad Airlines, and today we are going to be going on a journey. And in this flight, I will be showing you my process of the A330 and why I chose to build the A330 in this video. So let's get to it. So you might as well fasten your seatbelts because we're going to have a little bit of turbulence along the way. Can y'all hear that? Should we get the microphone?
You want it louder?
Yeah.
You can connect to the.
Yeah. Does this count towards my time? Okay.
Guys,
So you can have it.
I don't know how to play. No, I read a book. Barely.
Let's
Guys, I don't know how to put a GIF on my slideshow.
Oh my god, guess what book page came up on my TikTok feed?
The icebreaker.
I was like, it's recording.
Guys, I don't know how to put a GIF on my slideshow. Hi, Jaden. Hi, Jaden.
I love your work. Y'all, this is gonna be longer than 10 minutes. The video is just 10 minutes. So we're gonna pause it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain Prasad speaking. Thank you for choosing Prasad Airlines for this evening's flight. In this journey, we will be exploring the reason why I built the Airbus A330 and what motivated me to build this airplane instead of just buying
Well,
one.
this has been an amazing project. In my conclusion of this project, I learned a lot. I learned how to code C++. I learned how to use the world of microcontrollers. I learned how to use Fusion 360. I learned the Arduinos and many types of forms Arduinos come in. I learned way more about 3D printing, the safeties of 3D printing, the risks of 3D printing, and the benefits of 3D printing.
Now let's get to the
I learned how
all the
airplanes
materials,
fly, and most
tools,
importantly,
hardware,
I let my
software
curiosity
are now
spark
displayed on the
innovation,
screen.
invention,
Feel
and
free to
having
read
fun with
it
projects that
and
take time,
use
effort,
some of
and
the
pain to
software
work
if you
on.
like and ask
I
questions
want to
at
do
the
more
end of this
things
video.
with this airplane, and that concludes it for this series of how I built
Below on
the
the screen is the
A330.
source organizer.
If you like my content, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming flights. Have a great day, aviation enthusiasts.
Self-teaching is the best way to learn because you know what? You get to experience these things on your own. Learn these things from the mistakes you made. Okay, so let's get into a bit of designing here. But while I'm designing this, we need to talk a little bit of science. But before that, I'm gonna ask my first officer right beside me in the pilot seat to turn the music down here, so that way we can actually lock in and listen to the science. Now, when it comes to airplanes and how they fly, well, this is what we're gonna talk about. There are 4 forces: thrust, drag, weight/gravity, and lift. And those all explain themselves. Thrust is the forward motion of the airplane, weight is the gravity, it's being pulled towards the earth. Drag is the resistance or air resistance, so it wants to slow down, and lift is the upward force of the airplane or vertical speed. The engine is responsible for creating a force called thrust, and that is what gets the airplane going faster. And as the plane accelerates during the takeoff, air begins flowing over the wings, and due to the way the wing is shaped, it creates a low pressure area above the wing and a high pressure below the wing. And high pressure wants to go to low pressure. And in the high pressure area below the wing, particles are moved faster, and you want to go above the wing. But how do they get above the wing? Well, they have in that process, when they're going above the wing, it's generating lift. Therefore, now the airplane can fly. All right, first officer, we can turn on the music now. In the meantime, while I'm coding in the background, I just wanted to tell you about the printing experience for 3D printing all the pieces and parts to go into this airplane project. And my biggest challenge was printer reliability, because I had a lot of failed prints, and that was due to the poor adhesion on the bed, and that was because the printer was like wobbling and all. I don't know what was wrong with it. It was like kind of unfixable at the time, because I didn't know a lot of maintenance about 3D printers, because I don't really maintain them that much, because sometimes I just don't have the tools to maintain them. And so I bought a new 3D printer thinking, because the software was glitching up on my old 3D printer, and I thought maybe the computer's glitch or something, so I just bought a new 3D printer and assembled it, and right now you're seeing a video of me assembling it. Now it's time to assemble the aircraft. Assembling the aircraft is probably the trickiest part by far, as it requires multiple pieces, and it requires the aircraft to be precisely installed, or else if one part is not installed properly, the whole thing might collapse, which we don't want, because we don't want to be like Boeing and start giving up free doors. That's my video, so feel free to get up, walk around the airplane. I would like everyone to come up and walk see the airplane for themselves. Guys.
Absolutely. This puts my project to shame.
Pretty humble.
Please don't touch it, Jason.
Oh, and there's lights on it. There's a TikTok that's unfair. No.
Ready? Thank you. All right.
This is not fair. I feel so humble. We have 9 seconds.
All right, everyone, please get back to your seats now. I guess I gotta wrap it up now. So, any questions and answers? What questions?
How many hours did you do this?
This probably took planning it took only 5 days. Designing it took a month because I did multiple drafts. Printing it took another month, and the assembly took a month. And I had to do decals and everything. I did decals 2 days ago.
What's power is that?
12 volt motors. But the power in total, it probably takes up 20 volts if you combine the two power supplies.
The light's flickering.
Yes. I'm very passionate about becoming a pilot. Chase.
What was your biggest what was your biggest mess up? What was your worst thing?
My biggest mess up
well, I didn't really have the biggest mess up, but the worst thing that's happened to me is like the printer reliability, because I've been having so much failed prints. It's like, and I didn't want to.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
A printer
that,
fire.
I would say
I didn't want to throw that in the video. I didn't want to throw that in the video because you know what. But yeah, my 3D printer did catch on
I'd
fire.
rather print it.
I wanted to keep that to myself.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, any.
Wanted to make a comment. Amazing job, bro. Did really
Thank,
Yeah.
thank you. Any speaking of which, any comments?
You mean our presentation looked like crap.
I thought that was good.
And you know what? It's got this aircraft has
Oh yeah,
this aircraft.
Yeah, because it's sold them more.
Guys, I don't even have a
Why actually
computer.
on the same day?
Guys, my house
Yeah,
is barely covered.
Here's all the decals for the aircraft. Those are the pinstripes, and that's all that.
What?
I think he's gonna get a 4
And
He did not get a 4 plus, the teacher hates him.
and here is the transport. Here is the license plate.
Miss McKay's buying
300 pages.
Yep. I got my license plate.
He got a whole
And that's how
license.
many. And Miss McKay, good luck reading this because it's got a whole law section in it.
a law section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's laws you gotta follow, and then here,
He's gonna build a zoo.
maybe I might design T-shirts that says "Don't be like Boeing" and then have doors flying off the planes. I'll have a T-shirt that says "Don't be like Boeing" and have doors flying off planes, because you know, they killed two of the whistleblowers. But yeah, this is it. I brought it in today. I didn't think I'd be able to fit it through the store, but I did.
I've had a lot of anxiety over this.
Yeah.
No. Why? I will answer that question.
Bro, where's it gonna
How
go?
did you get into the school? Like, how did you transport it? Chase, you're not.
I brought it via my mom's convertible, and my brother-in-law took it with me. Chase.
Did anyone ask you about it?
Pardon?
Did anyone
Yes,
ask
a
you
couple
about it?
people complimented me on the road when I was going because I was driving slowly because I didn't want.
How high and fast can it go?
So the aircraft, that's a very
I bet
good
you
question.
push hard.
The aircraft can go up to 100 meters high, and it can go 25 kilometers an hour.
That's faster than
Anyone
mine.
want to come back up and take a look at the computers inside?
I don't have a question. What's the one plane?
Oh my
I don't think if I ever go to
It
the what's one
opens.
plane I should take?
We gotta get in somehow.
Definitely the A330. It's comfortable.
Is it the most expensive? Because if it is, I'm not taking it.
It's not an expensive plane. If I compare this to the A380,
Can I take that to Mexico?
Yeah.
I'm too poor to go to Mexico.
Yeah, it's like,
He can pay for it for you.
Hey, Brandon, we just got fucking.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
I have no idea what any of that works. You know what?
And I coded the computer myself. This is the receiver for it, so I can actually control it.
Just go to like a high-end
Those are
school.
the wires.
What are you doing in
They
public
teach you the same things anyways, bro. They do. I know if someone goes to private school, they teach you the same things, bro.
How did you even...
Oh, that's my screensaver. Sorry.
My password program?
Hmm?
You already teach it.
Well, this has been an amazing project. In my conclusion of this project, I learned a lot. I learned how to code C++. I learned how to use the world of microcontrollers. I learned how to use Fusion 360. I learned Arduinos and many types of forms Arduinos come in. I learned way more about 3D printing, the safeties of 3D printing, the risks of 3D printing, and the benefits of 3D printing. I learned how airplanes fly, and most importantly, I let my curiosity spark innovation, invention, and having fun with projects that take time, effort, and pain to work on. I want to do more things with this airplane, and that concludes it for this series of how I built the A330. If you like my content, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming flights. Have a great day, aviation enthusiasts.